Opportunity has a beard. Think about it. You know the old saying, opportunity knocks, right? You probably heard that. That's really a lie. It is. Opportunity doesn't show up in its three-piece suit holding a briefcase with a sign that says, hey, I'm your big break. It just doesn't. Opportunity shows up looking like problems. It shows up as an interruption. It wears work clothes, and usually it arrives at the worst possible time. I learned this being on tour as a drummer. We'd be in England, exhausted from the drive. Equipment wouldn't work right. Venue was half the size they promised. And some nights the gear was just rough. Scarcity thinking in those situations says this is a disaster. And abundance thinking says this is where the magic happens. Some of our best shows that we played came from the nights that looked like everything was absolutely falling apart. Because here's the thing about opportunity, folks, it tests you before it rewards you. It shows up disguised as the client who's difficult, the project that's too complicated, the conversation you've been avoiding, the phone call that interrupts your plan. And most importantly, right, people miss it because they're looking for opportunity to arrive gift wrapped. Let me ask you this simple question. What if the problem you're dealing with right now isn't actually a problem? Think about it. What if it's opportunity showing up in work clothes, asking if you're serious about what you're about to accomplish? Because abundance thinkers don't just see opportunity, right? When it's obvious, they see it when it's disguised. They see it when it's difficult. They see it when everyone else is running the other direction, right? The canceled meeting that gave you time to work on that big project, the client who said no, right? Who led you to the client who said yes, the equipment failure that forced you to become creative in a way you never thought you would do otherwise. Folks, here's your challenge today. Think about the biggest opportunity you ever had in your life. I want you to think about that. Now think back to when it first showed up. I bet you didn't look like, or it didn't look like an opportunity at all. I bet it looked like work or risk or an inconvenience at the time. So this week, when something shows up that looks like a problem, pause for just a second and ask yourself the simple question, what if this is the opportunity wearing a disguise? What if this is abundance testing me to see if I'm paying attention? Because opportunity, folks, has a beard. It's wearing work boots. It showed up early and it doesn't look like you expected. The question is, are you capable of seeing it? Or are you still waiting for opportunity to knock politely and introduce itself? Think about that, right? That's your warm up for your day. And I want you to think about this. And if you know somebody that needs to hear this, please share it with them. If you like what I do, please follow me. Make it a great day. Be awesome. Know somebody. Talk to you later.